Good morning. And drinking my last cup of coffee. And I'm hurting like I can't even describe. But I'm going to use my walker to get to the garage. And from the garage, I'm going to take my gator down the hill. And I'm going to roll that fence out and get it up and attached. Even if I got to crawl on my belly, I'm going to get that 100 feet up. Today is Sunday. You'll see this Monday. No, I'm sorry. Today's Saturday. I have a video coming out. By the time you see this, it'll be yesterday. But for me right now, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. And I have a 20-minute video, about me, putting the fence up. And I got a couple of short trucker stories in there. So you'll see this Monday, but it's Saturday. And I really wanted to go to the gun show. I don't need any guns or ammo or nothing like that, but I want to see if there are people selling knives there. And I want to look at prices, basically. I just want to see if it's something that I can do reasonably. It's close. And I don't want to go anywhere where I have to leave Charlie alone for more than a day, So the Bossier City Gun Show is a place that I would probably go and set up a table and try to sell my knives. But I want to go today and just see how many actual knife seller, because it's called a gun and knife show. And, I'm going to go tomorrow. I am going to go Sunday. And I may have to use my walker. I hate dragging that thing around, but I need something to hold my upper body up. I can walk as long as I bend forward, and if I have a walker, I can hold my body up. And when I got to take a break, I got a place to sit because it's got a chair on it. And usually I can push the buggy for my wife in Walmart because it gives me a place to lean and hold myself up. So anyway, let's get started. Getting that fence up. Today's Saturday. You'll see this Monday. And when you see this Monday, yesterday, which is tomorrow for me, but yesterday for you, are you getting it? Am I confusing you? I will have gone to the gun show. Gun and knife show. And, I'm not buying, just looking, see who's selling knives and what kind of prices they're getting. All right. Let's get started. All right. There we go. God. One day I'll get used to this. All right. We got the fence stretched out. Got to put it in just for a second. I'm already stuck. Here, let me turn you around. All right. I think. Still backing up. Okay, and we're here. I gotta staple this to that fence pole, and then go back to the end there. Hold on, let me shut this off. And the reason I've got to stay with each pole is because I got to have a place to sit. Alrighty. So here's my homemade fence puller. I got that, and a chain that goes from one bolt to the other, and then my come along hooks onto the chain. And then the other end of the come along hooks onto my trailer hitch, and so far that's worked out pretty good. That's what I did here. All right, let me get the hammer and staples in. Let me give you a little wide angle look. I'm going to take this off, but I am going to put a 2x4 up here. That way, when I pull on the fence, it doesn't pull the 2x4 that, the 4x4 that away. So it has two poles it's pulling against. Alrighty, let's get to work. All right, I got the other end stapled up. And now, sulfur? No. I gotta hook my fence puller. I gotta stretch that fence out a little bit. I'm just gonna unroll it a little bit on the other side of this pole. So, and then I'm gonna put my fence puller on it. Then I'm gonna move out here with my gator and hook a come along to the fence puller. Okay, so I've got it stretched as much as I dare stretch it, and I'm going to tack it with a staple. Tack it up against my 4x4s so you know, it doesn't flop over. And what I'm gonna do is tack it on this side of this upright. So I'll tack it right up here. So when I tighten it a little more, it'll have room to stretch. But it's looking good. So I'm gonna give it about 20 minutes of easing that curve out of there. And okay, I'm gonna tack this pole first. Okay, I got the all the 4x4s, the fence is stapled up against them. Now I'm fixing to go down the line and start hanging my little clips there. And then I'm probably gonna let this thing gator with the fence sit here for just a couple of hours before I release the come along. All right, here we go. All right, another 100 feet up. And I may not go to the gun show tomorrow. I really, really, really want to get this fence done. And here, let me get to the end of this. I still gotta bend that fence. That wire, I gotta bend it around the back side of that and staple it so nobody gets poked with the sharp edges, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Yeah, I think tomorrow I have enough T-posts to go another 100 feet. I think I can probably dig 3 more 4x4 holes. I don't have the 4x4s, but I can hammer the T-posts. That would be 9 T-posts and 4 holes to dig. And boy, that would give me a huge jump on the next 100 feet. And I'll show you, you know, I'm gonna turn around and go back to the other end and show you what we're thinking. Okay, if you look down this fence and then look way down yonder, you see that brown metal pole sticking up, and behind it there's a railroad tie in the ground. That is a corner of our property. But I think we're going to step our fence in to that big silver pole right in the middle. Let me see, right here. And the reason is, I'll show you, the creek that runs down through here takes a hard right, and it would wash our fence away. And there's so many dips and lumps that there's just no way. Well, I'll tell you what, I can't make up my mind until my wife is in the process of weed eating here. Here, this pole here is my 100 feet from the last 4x4 behind me. And I go to that pole, it's about another 20 foot of fence. But that is our property line. And you see how it's, I mean, just a huge, but she had a point. Let me turn this off. She said I could run it, and it is a good idea. I could run it straight and level, and then add fence to the bottom where there's going to be, you know, probably a 2 foot gap beneath it. I could do that. And the thing is about fence, who knows if this land will ever sell to somebody and they may build, and, you know, you gotta, if you have a fence that's like, well, this would be 12 foot inside our property line. Other people could say, well, your fence has been there for, you know, X many years. They lay claim to your property. I know that's not likely, but, and, you know, I do want my fence to be straight, but you see, this is when the little creek here, I call it creek, but it's only got water in it like 9 months out of the year. And when we have a rain, oh my God, it's like white water going down through here. So we got to keep that in mind. We don't want our fence to wash away. So it's way back there. See how far it is from my property? Way back there. And then it takes a hard, well, east. And anyway, that's where I'm at. So I'm done for today. And depending on what my wife gets done down here, I may come out and do some more tomorrow. If nothing else, I don't know. I'm just not going to make up my mind until we have a good look at this. See, even here, there's a big dip right here. And a lot of this is from the track hoe that came back here and pushed all the pine trees back that fell on our property, pushed them all back up there. And so they really tore it up out here. All right, let's go home. Have a good Sunday, y'all.